My name is Del Stevens, and I'm here in Oregon City today at Doug Green's house. And I told my friend about this device that I had invented to make gardening better and simpler, and it's called a tomato tower. And I think that everybody should have at least 3 or 4 of these because they will last a lifetime. They're galvanized, they're 1/4-inch steel, and they're 4 feet high, they're 16 inches square, and when the season is over, they will collapse and lay flat and be out of the way in your house or your garden. So there you see it.
Question.
Yes,
How does this question?
yes.
How does this increase the amount of tomato quality and stuff?
It will allow the tomato to let its branches go out through the different 6-inch square support angles, and the tomatoes will hang from that, and they will have air and sunlight around them. They will be very fresh, very organic, and it's the very best way to grow tomatoes. And I do believe that this will be a superior method for every garden. And I will guarantee them because the materials are the best, and I believe that it's something that can last as long as you would have a garden. And I will personally stand behind the product, and we're looking right now to find a fabricator that can put these together, and for a reasonable price and a profit, and then we will try to sell these and develop a product line that could be used possibly worldwide. So
I have a lot of friends in Vietnam, Del. Some
Yes.
of the people can do some of these things you're talking about. I don't know about galvanizing. Is that a simple process?
It basically, this is a 4-foot by 16-foot panel, and I cut it into 16-inch pieces, and it's attached with rings. They're called hog rings at 3 points on each side, and that's what gives it its ability to collapse or to open up. And I mean, it's so simple that I'm surprised it has not been produced before. And I've been using this in my own garden all summer, and I've got tomatoes that are they actually extend another 2 feet up out of the cage, but the whole assembly is just full of tomatoes and vines. And I'm hoping that other people would see the application and would also want something like this.
Sounds good. I hope you get some bites from
Okay,
people
well,
in
thank
Vietnam.
you very much. And I'm hoping, see, it will even fold all the way down to 16 inches flat.
Yeah, that's compact, all right.
Yeah,
But you think it'll help increase the production of tomatoes?
absolutely. It'll make the tomato plant healthy. One of the problems with tomato plants is when they get really big and they're growing very, very richly, is they become heavy and they'll fall over and they break their vines. This will support the vine. It will support the fruit itself, and the tomatoes will hang out of every one of these 6-inch square sections, and it'll look almost like a Christmas tree.
You know what I'm thinking, Del? I'm thinking I'll send this to all the people on my Facebook in Vietnam, and they have family and friends. Some of them might know somebody that can help us build these over there and make a really good living. And they can contact us.
The potential is absolutely there for somebody that wants to fabricate it, and I would go there and I would help set up the operation and to show you the dimensions and how you put it together. And it's really very simple. It would not take very much time. You could probably do this. Each one I would say would be 5 minutes probably once the panels were cut.
Can you get the panels and ship them to Vietnam so all they have to do is cut them?
I believe that's possible to do that. I've got to explore the best place and the best price to get these galvanized panels made, and I won't have to cut them. They can be made to the same size I want.
Do you have a name for your product?
I do. I'm going to call the company the Tomato King.
Tomato King Rack.
And my thought is that I will put 2 of these together in a package, and I'm going to call it the Twin Towers. And possibly every package that we sell, there will be some portion of the profit that will go to the survivors of the first responders
9/11.
9/11 in New York City.
The Twin Towers being the Twin Towers in New York City that went down in September.
That is right. And that is, as you know, Doug, and produce enough inventory that will be ready for the gardening market in the United States by next April.
Okay, so this is something we need to keep in the front of our minds and get working on right away.
That's right. I think it's a wonderful opportunity, and I don't want to keep it for myself. I want to share it.
Okay, thank you, Del.
Thank you, Doug. I appreciate the opportunity.
We'll get this online right away.
Thank you.
That's 2001.
Our profession also, and I want to show some honor and respect for those people at the same time.
Okay, if you're listening to this video by Del Stevens, send us a note. Send me a note on Facebook, or you can send Del a note on Facebook. I'll give you his contact information too. We want to get this project on the road, and you want to get some money in your pocket, so let's work together to do that.
And we've got about 10 months to get it together. And hi, my name's Del Stevens, and I am over at my friend Doug Green's house, and I wanted to show him and his other friends a product that I have developed, and it's called a tomato tower. And I'm hoping to make this into a item that everybody would want to have in their garden. And as you can see, it's 4 feet tall, it's 16 inches wide, and it lays flat, but you can also open it up and it turns into a 16-inch square tomato cage. Right. This will support tomatoes, and it won't tip over. It's very strong. It's galvanized. It will last forever. If you buy one, the only time you would have to buy another is when you found out how good it was, and that time you might want to get a dozen. But it will last your lifetime, and I will guarantee that, because I'm getting kind of old, and I will not live as long as you will, and so that's a safe bet.
Are you interested in making good money, honest money for you and your family? My good friend for many years needs Vietnamese men from Vietnam who can fabricate metal in Vietnam and make his new product called Tomato King Tower. Each tower has 4 panels 50 inches tall and 6 inches square openings. The tower can collapse and fold down for easy storage. Each side is 16 inches wide and 50 inches tall. The tomato tower supports the vines and the fruit perfectly for the best result. Del will help you with startup capital and will be your key person for questions. Please contact Del Stevens and start making the Tomato King Tower today. Contact Del Stevens as soon as possible. Email estacada GUI at gmail.com. Del does not speak Vietnamese, so you must know some English.